Aloha and welcome to Showcase Hawaii, Hawaii's only home shopping show. I'm Wayne Nunez.
And I'm Lori Nunez.
We have a great show for you because we have new items. Now this 3 Plumeria flower rope chain bracelet is beautiful. We haven't featured anything like this before. And you know the unique thing about it's not only 0.925 sterling silver, but if you get close up to your TV, it's a two-tone design. Now, some people like two-tone, some people just like one tone. But the unique thing about this is it has an adjustable bracelet.
Right.
Now, you're typically a size 8.
Right.
Because it has to go around your knuckles.
Right.
But this adjusts to 6.5.
Right.
All the way up to 7.
Right.
And you can see the unique thing about this is the petals are slightly colored in gold plating.
I like that because it
too.
highlights, sometimes you can't see the full design of the petals, so it highlights the petals. And it's interesting because we have so many people who say, oh, I never used to wear silver, or oh, I never used to wear gold, but now that I have the two-tone, I really love it because I can still mix and match it with my other jewelry. So if you have solid gold, let's say earrings or gold plated, but you could wear it together, or if you have sterling silver earrings, you could wear it together because it would still look good. And I just like it. It's so interesting because it just draws your eye to be looking at all the petals. And it's interesting that you just said you didn't realize about the Plumerias having so many petals.
Right. I said that on an earlier show because every Plumeria flower is different.
Right.
But this one particularly has 5 petals.
Yes.
Now the light captures it beautifully because it has a cubic zirconia within each of the Plumerias.
So pretty.
And because this is two-tone, we featured on an earlier show Plumeria earrings, the waterfall earrings. This will still go with it because it has those little bits of gold petals on there.
Right.
I love it because the chain too is a stronger chain. You want something a little stronger, and as you could see, it is a rope chain and it ends nicely in a lobster claw clasp. Now with that, we have about a 1/2 inch adjustment so you can get it comfortable on your wrist.
You can see the little dangle for me, that where we, put it to fit comfortably for me. Now, you were talking about the lobster claw clasp, alliteration, a little hard to say, but that is something that people really love because it's easier to open and close because you have more to hold on to, right? It's a bigger piece, and so people really like that. It's a really nice feature if you're thinking about, oh, is somebody gonna like it? It has the features that someone will be looking for because these Plumerias are raised, they're not flat, so it gives it some dimension. It lifts off your wrist a little bit and makes it look more like a real flower. You can see right there, these are great pictures and video for you, so you can really get a good look at the way it will look when you receive it.
Now with all our Plumeria flower jewelry, you can mix and match, and that's what I really love about this piece. It is the first time we're featuring this piece, so it's a new piece. And I'm thinking it's probably going to sell out because we have a limited supply at this price. Usually something like this, we would normally feature it about $89. But because Christmas is around the corner, we are featuring it at this lower price. Again, it's probably going to sell out because we have a limited supply and we won't have time to get them back in for Christmas.
Well, you made a good point also about, it matching a lot of the pieces you may already have. We have a lot of you who tell us that the Plumeria is your favorite flower, and so you've been collecting a lot of Plumeria jewelry over the years, and so this is something you definitely can add to your collection that's going to be just a really special piece. And we always look for items too that will be perfect for any age because we know you have a lot of people who are various ages from keiki to your teens to the 20s to beyond that are looking for something that they can wear in any situation, because a lot of people like to be able to have something that is dressy or casual. So they can go from work to go out to dinner, or you can just wear it on the weekends, or you can just wear it to make yourself happy. We have a lot of customers who say, I just wear it because it makes me feel good and it brings a smile to me.
Now, if you're thinking that this might be a little too small for you, as I said, because you don't have to get it over your knuckles, then you don't have to worry about having it a little bigger. This will adjust from 6.5 to size 7. There's about a half an inch more if you need it a little looser. We also, can I just mention, we also have an extension piece, if an extra extension piece, if you mention to us, if you say, I really love that bracelet, but I don't think it's going to fit me because I have a larger wrist, we can include an extension for your bracelet.
I would say, though, majority of you, most of you are going to find that this fits.
Yes,
and
I agree.
I'll give you an example. So when I'm trying to figure out my bracelet size in a bangle that has to go around my knuckles, right? It has to get up and over my knuckles. Then comfortably, I'm an 8. If I'm going to use a plastic bag or something that helps me slip the bracelet over my knuckles, then I would probably wear a 7.5 bangle. That's a hard bracelet. But my wrist is probably only about 6 inches. So that's why if this is 6.5, there's about a ½ inch leeway, so that it's not tight around my wrist. So just to give you some ideas, right? 8, maybe 7.5, and then I'm going to still be about a wrist that's 6.
You're about a 5 3/4 to 6 wrist.
Right.
Your wrist itself.
Right.
So you could. This is without the extra piece added. You could see it dangling at the bottom.
Right.
So it's very comfortable for you. Now, let's say you have a hard time getting the clasp. If you mention that to us, we have a magnetic clasp that we can put on here for you. We try and accommodate all your needs, most of your needs. We try and accommodate you because we know that over the years, a lot of our customers have had special requests. Some of you need longer chains when we're selling our pendants.
Yes.
Some of you need certain things. Some of you need 14 karat gold, and we do have products in 14 karat gold.
That's true.
So we do try and accommodate all your requests. But this is a very beautiful bracelet, and we're really happy to feature it. Even though we have a limited number, we're still happy to feature the number that we do have. And as I said, this will match with all your other Plumeria jewelry, whether it be gold or the silver. This is 0.925 sterling silver, and I can't say enough of nice things about it, because once you put it on, I was like, wow, that looks like
a very expensive, like over $100 piece.
Oh yeah, very, very
I would never
expensive.
guess, if you gave this to me, I would never guess that you paid the price that we're offering it, with free shipping.
With free shipping. The other great thing is silver looks like platinum.
Yes.
Or it looks like
or
white
gold.
So if you keep it nice and clean and you keep it in a plastic bag when you're not wearing it, then it's going to stay this way for a lifetime. It's really easy to care for, but it just I love it too because it gives that nod to Hawaii, and it has a Hawaiiana feel about it. So we get a lot of customers that purchase items like this, and they will give it as a gift to friends and family on the mainland. And it's just a little bit of a reminder about how wonderful Hawaii is and how special our items that we have
We
here.
always say it's sending a little gift of aloha, and it is. It's spreading that joy. And I love this next piece. It is really
This is pretty.
a beautiful piece. It's
At a great price too.
Yes, unbelievable. So our Plumeria flower swirl cross Comes with an 18-inch chain that is adjustable.
Mm-hmm.
Now look at the sizing. It's about 1.5 inch
Mm-hmm.
size, so tall, which makes it a really beautiful piece. And you can see right here how it looks as I'm wearing it. The other thing is, I love that you put it next to a quarter.
Yeah, it's a little bigger than a quarter.
It's a little easier to see and imagine. If you get a quarter, you'll know it's a little bit bigger than that. So you have the cutout design, and then you've got that scroll all around.
A lot of
the
flourishes.
cross.
Yeah, that's what I
Yes.
love about it.
And then you've got that beautiful flower, the Plumeria flower, right in the center of the cross.
It doesn't take away from all the design. There's a lot going there. There's a lot of flourishes. There's a matte finish along with a mirrored finish.
Yes.
Then you have that Plumeria in the center. Also, this design is a 3D design. So it's raised up.
Not flat.
Yeah, it's not flat, so it captures the light. And then, as Lori was saying, it's a cutout design. So anytime you have a cutout design, you're going to see the color that it's sitting on, that's behind it.
So either you'd see the color of my dress, the clothing behind it, or if it was against your skin, you'd see a little bit of your skin tone. And all of that is what makes it unique to you. And so that it really is just kind of a one-of-a-kind look for you. It's going to look different however you want to wear it.
Yeah, it changes it up, actually, depending on what clothing you're wearing.
Yeah.
Once again, it's a Plumeria design, so it will match with all your other Plumeria design.
You can wear it with your
wear it with your bracelet.
And I love that it has the 18-inch adjustable chain, because depending on what kind of color line you're wearing, if you want it right in the center or you want it higher, or depending on, if you're wearing a scoop neck or a V-neck, you may want it longer. I like being able to adjust it. And so many of you have said the same thing, that that's what you love, is being able to adjust the chain.
Well, a lot of, when you go into jewelry stores nowadays, they'll show you a pendant, but then they say, it'll go with this chain, which will cost an additional price.
Sometimes more than the pendant itself.
Yes, exactly.
Right.
So we want to make sure that you get the pendant and the chain. It comes with both.
I
And
think
we'll
that
put it in
surprises a lot of people.
It does.
That it includes the chain.
but it will come in a beautiful gift box too. Now you're probably wondering, why is it so inexpensive? Well, again, limited supply. We're testing out this design, but I know it's going to do well. We have a Plumeria cross online that does very, very well. And I think this will be a nice complement to that. But we wanted to gear up for the holidays too. And the way we do that is with new designs and lower prices. We know everything nowadays is expensive. We know that shipping's
we
expensive.
have sticker shock when we
do
see things.
Even at the grocery store.
Yes.
I remember when we used to go to I sound like I'm ancient.
When
I was So I remember going to the grocery store as a kid with my mom, and you get a full basket, a full basket of groceries filled full.
Yeah.
The bags are filled full. And they didn't double bag
Right.
back then because the bags would hold up. But the whole grocery cart we'd have to unload, and there'd be like 8 bags of groceries. And then you'd come home, or the cashier would ring it up, and it'd be under $100.
Get change.
Yeah, it'd be $100. Now I'll go to the grocery store. I have to bring my own bag, which is fine, and I might get 3 or 4 things, and it's $50.
Right.
And I'm thinking,
So like your bag's not full.
it's not full at all. And I'm thinking, how did I just spend all that? So we're very mindful of the fact that things are getting pricey.
Right.
We're very mindful of the fact that shipping is going up.
Right.
So we offer the free shipping. But all the other little things that go in to going out and having to purchase something, like sitting in traffic, getting gas to fill up your car to go to some place.
Well, it's funny because you were saying it makes you sound really old. And sometimes our daughter will say, so Were there horse and carriages when you were young?
I hope she's playing with us when she says
there
that.
were no cars.
Right.
But then, of course, we sound old because we say there were no computers and there were no cell phones.
Well, when we say that, she's immediately, she's like, I can't imagine not being.
Process.
And the thing is, even nowadays, I'm so dependent on our phone or the computer, there's no question that is unanswered. Whether the question be answered properly or not online is another thing. But if you have a question about something, how far is something, or how much in a
any question
currency,
you have can be answered.
it can be answered, or you'll find a question.
I know. We used to have to go to the encyclopedia and look at it. Now I sound super old.
I used to stand at the edge of the ocean and ponder and wonder what certain things are. Now I just Google it and I don't have to wonder anymore.
Well, I want to bring up that, I'm always inspired when I hear about someone doing something really great. And I don't know, you've probably heard this story, but there's a woman in Japan who is 90 years old. She was born in 1931. And
she's very tech savvy too, I should say.
Yeah. And then when she was 65, she started to exercise. And then when she was 70, she decided that she wanted to learn how to swim because she never knew how to swim. Now that in itself is a huge achievement, because just to get over that fear and then to learn to swim.
But you were telling me it was funny. She started to exercise at 65. Yeah. Why?
Because I wasn't sure if I should share that. So it was
just
because
funny.
Her husband made a comment at that time that she
should lay off the donuts,
was gaining weight. And she admitted that she didn't realize, because it kind of just piled on, and she didn't realize that she had gained so much weight. But now she'll take a picture where, it's like that classic where she's holding the pants and it's double the size that she is. So she's saying, look how much weight I had gained. But it's like you never know sometimes what will motivate you. But what was interesting is, so she kept working out. And then when she was 79, she got a personal trainer, right? So she was really working out. And when you see what she's capable of doing, I mean, I can't believe that she's that incredible. But then she became a fitness trainer because her teacher said, at 89, said to her, you teach the next class. So now she's teaching classes, she's going to different parts of Japan, she's inspiring people, she's showing people much younger than her how you can exercise and stay fit. I am super motivated by that. But it's just these little things that inspire you, make you feel younger, or make you feel like you can do things. It's pretty amazing.
It is pretty amazing. And, we get that when people call us, we get this all the time. They say, I love the fact that you feature things that are so affordable that make me feel nice.
And it's like even something like this, to wear this delicate bracelet makes me feel younger.
Yes, they say that. It makes me feel nice. It makes me feel good about myself.
It makes me feel good.
And we love that about all our customers, that they're sharing all these wonderful comments with us. But give us a call at 888-965-7467
or 808-892-3337. Looking for Hawaii-inspired items at affordable prices? Watch Showcase Hawaii at 6:30 a.m., 3 p.m., and 12:30 a.m. every day on Spectrum Channel 1016. And here's a look at all the specials we're featuring this month.
Now, our Hawaiian quilt print umbrellas with the engraved handle, These are super popular. Now we have a limited number in these following colors. We have our ginger, lavender ginger, which is beautiful.
Our green monstera.
Oh,
which-
people are loving
yes.
that too. So the background, you could see it, but it's a lighter green with that darker green monstera pattern on that.
Now we try to bring you something that's special. It's a gift that people are going to use. These are our exclusive designs. And we wanted to bring it to you in colors that would work for men or women. Sometimes you have to share your umbrella with the other members of your family.
Right.
So you want them to be able to just grab and go and pick a color that they're going to love using. And you can see that all of these can mix and match with any type of clothing that you're wearing. We have a lot of people that tell us it just brings them happiness to be able to wear it. And there's an added bonus because the fabric is 30 SPF, so you're gonna get some sun protection if you're in the rain and it's sunny, or you're at a game or some sporting event and you just want a little bit of protection. We have a lot of people that carry the umbrellas just to do their daily walks. So it's something that will add to your wardrobe, I think.
It does.
And it's something that makes a really great gift where you can gift it to anyone and they're going to be very, very happy.
Now, I also want to point out it's a 36-inch canopy, so that's
Yes.
3 feet there. And it has a graphite frame, so the frame is very flexible, which I really love about that, because in the high winds, you want your umbrella to flex.
Right.
We also have a wood shaft and wood tips on this. So it's very elegant. It feels upscale when you're using this particular umbrella. It doesn't feel like an umbrella that you want to leave anywhere,
Right.
because you want to remember to get this umbrella, and you want to remember to keep it in your car, at your house, and it's the perfect gift for anybody, as Lori was saying.
Now, limited quantities, and we do want to point out it is free shipping, but to the mainland, it's $5 each, which is still a great discount.
Our Koa floating charm pendants are going to fly out.
Yes.
Well, they're floating, and they're going to float away because we're going to have a lot of people ordering them. We have 3 styles of these. We have this shell,
Which I'm
seashell,
wearing.
which Lori, you could see on screen, is wearing. And then you can see we also have a Plumeria flower. This is our Honu. And I just love these because they serve dual purposes. We give you an 18-inch box chain,
Yes.
but you can also see that there's a certain thickness to it. So
Yes.
if you have a charm bracelet, these will fit perfectly on your charm bracelet.
Right. I love that you can see this because it's such an interesting and unique design. It's not a flat piece. You can actually put the chain through the pendant, which integrates and makes it look so beautiful. And it also moves and glides and slides along the chain. And you can see that the size is each pendant is about a ½ inch, and you can
Right.
see I'm wearing the shell, and it's a very good size, and the length of the chain is very nice, and it looks really good together.
Now our La'au bracelet 2 set matches pretty much anything.
Yes.
Now you could get it in our wood design or our power shell design, and depending on what style you like or how you're feeling,
Right.
this will cover all your bases.
So the question we get asked the most is, do I really get 2?
Yes.
Yes, you get 2 bracelets, so you can pick 2 with wood, or you can pick 2 power shell, or you could pick 1 wood and 1 power shell. You could give one person both bracelets, or you could give them out singly. It's all up to you, but it's such an unbelievable deal that's why we're always being asked, are you sure I get 2? And yes, it's amazing, and it's a beautiful size at the 4 millimeter. And it just is so easy to care for and looks so good.
These are something that you could wear in the shower, wear in the water. I think any age is going to love these because they are 4mm, and we know that 4mm is popular with the younger crowd too. Our daughter loves wearing these. Now our Poai Honu gold-plated rings, they're stacking rings.
Yes.
So 0.925 sterling silver. They're really great because it's a 3D design, which I really like about it. And you could stack as many as you want. We have them in sizes 5 to 10.
Right.
And they're very unique, as I said earlier.
It's a great price, and as Wayne was saying, you know, it's not flat. It has raised little turtles. They're very cute. You can see the fins. You can see the design on the shell. It looks like they're swimming along your finger.
It does look like that.
And it's so affordable that you can stack. You could even wear them as a ring guard, so you could wear your ring in the middle and put one on each side, and it would look great. Or wear them together. It's such a great price. We're trying to offer you these specials because we know you have a lot of gifts that you want to give. And we're trying to find things for you that will work for any age. This would be so cute on a keiki, but anyone, any age could wear it and it would look great. So our Plumeria waterfall cubic zirconia dangle earrings. It does have a post backing, which makes it easy to put on. It's amazing that there are actually 4 flowers, and you do get an earring for each ear.
Yes, exactly.
But a lot of times people will say, I'm not sure I can wear the longer earring, but you can see that it's a really nice length, and you actually have a lot of room between your pierced ear and your shoulder. It's not going to hit or anything. And I really love the feel. I think it's a youthful look, so any age can wear it, but it looks good and it's very lightweight.
Well, it's only a 2-inch drop too. As you said, it feels like it's going to be very long, but when you're wearing it, it's perfect.
It looks so good. It just really is such a beautiful piece. And remember, you've got a little bit of sparkle because you've got the cubic zirconia in the center of each flower. And those are 4 flowers, as we said, which makes it like a waterfall.
And it's gold-plated over sterling silver, so you're not going to have a problem with any reaction. Well, we hope you were able to get in on one of these great deals today.
The ordering process is so fast and so easy, so log on to showcasehawaii.tv.
Thanks for watching.
Bye for now.